so stressed.
Okay, Millen, I understand that you're feeling stressed. Can you let me know what exactly you're stressed about?
I don't know.
Of course. So this is a glimpse of what counseling psychology is all about. Sometimes there's no shame as humans to admit that we need help beyond what our family, friends can provide for you. And that is how counseling psychology works. You may think counseling psychology is about, therapy sessions, self-help books, or a scary counselor, but it's beyond that. And today we're going to learn more about it. But how did this field begin? Where did it start? Where did it end? We are going to look at all the origins and how it has evolved over the years. Resume.
Counseling psychology has roots in ancient Greek philosophy. Think Socrates and Aristotle, who emphasized self-awareness and ethical living. But the modern field began shaping up in the late 19th century. In 1895, Sigmund Freud introduced psychoanalysis, the idea that the unconscious thoughts and past experiences shapes our emotions and behavior. While Freud's theories sparked a lot of controversy, they laid the foundation for exploring human psychology. Fast forward to 1908. Frank Parston, the father of career counseling, introduced guidance counseling, helping individuals choose careers based on their skills and interest. His work led to counseling programs in schools and workplace.
Oh, speaking about Kanye West, our lecturer was talking about psychoanalysis. Like, what is that? Like, is this his new song or something?
No, of course it's not. Are you kidding me? It's one of the several psychological theories that has shaped the counseling practice. So now let's explore some key movement. So, psychoanalysis is basically a deep dive into the unconscious mind, a detective work for your emotions. It was founded by Sigmund Freud, yet the guy is famous for talking about dreams and childhood stuff. Here are some key things about psychoanalysis. It's based on the idea that our deeper psychological struggles come from things like childhood experience or past trauma that were repressed in the unconscious mind. Defense mechanism is developed to avoid dealing with these tough emotions, like denial or rationalization. Since all this unconscious processing takes time, classic psychoanalysis is a long journey. It can be multiple sessions a week for years. It's a deep and sometimes intense process, but for many people, it's life-changing.
Oh, wait. Everything is coming back to me now. So there is this thing like this humanistic approach and CBT, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, you finally remember.
In the 1940s, Carl Rogers introduced humanistic psychology, emphasizing on self-growth, free will, and personal potential. It believes people have the freedom to shape their lives and are naturally driven to become their best selves, with personal experiences influencing their actions in the present moment as well. This approach revolutionized education through student-centered learning, and it is widely used in health and social work, particularly through Maslow's hierarchy of needs. However, it lacks scientific backing as it relies on personal experiences which can be influenced by Freudian defense mechanisms. Despite its flaws, humanistic psychology has made a lasting impact on therapy, education, and social work by promoting individuality and personal growth.
Did you know cognitive behavioral therapy is now one of the most widely used therapy methods today? Aaron Beck developed CBT to help individuals recognize negative thought patterns and replace them with healthier ones. The idea is that your thoughts affect your feelings, which affect your action. So if you clean out your thinking, everything else improves too. It helps with pretty much anything that involves overthinking, stress, or emotion going swell. It works fast and super practical. Behavioral therapy, cognitive therapy, rational emotive behavioral therapy, reality therapy are all under the category of CBT. Basically, CBT helps you rewire your brain so you stop getting stuck in the negative thought spirals. It's simple, effective, and teaches you lifelong skill for handling whatever life throws at you.
Do you know my very, very typical Indian dad is not paying for my counseling anymore?
Same as my Chinese mom. Then why are they doing this right now?
I know, right? They keep saying, oh, it's useless, it's a waste of money. Oh, wait, hello!
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Hey, sorry.
I was eavesdropping to what they were saying. So in the olden days, people used to not believe in counseling, the effects of counseling. But as time goes by, it has evolved. For example, Malaysia, we emphasize a lot in counseling in school. So for example, Malaysia, we would require all of the school to have at least one counselor. And Gen Z parents, I believe they would emphasize more on their kids' mental well-being and the need of counseling.
Mental illness was once heavily stigmatized, with those struggling often misunderstood or institutionalized. But with increased awareness, governments and organizations have implemented mental health education, reducing stigma and encouraging help seeking. A major shift is seen in school, where counseling is now mandatory in many countries, recognizing students' mental health challenges. Access to school counselors has been linked to improved well-being and academic performances. The civil rights movement has also expanded counseling access, leading to multicultural counseling that ensures therapy is inclusive and culturally sensitive. As medical science advanced, mental health became integrated into mainstream healthcare, making counseling more accessible. Technology has further revolutionized mental health care through telehealth and AI-driven therapy. Breaking location barriers, family structures have evolved too, and counseling now supports diverse dynamics, addressing work-life balance, parenting, and intergenerational conflicts. Ultimately, counseling psychology reflects societal change, adapting as value shifts, technology grows, and inclusivity expands. And that's what makes it so powerful.
I'm a certified psychologist, and here I am listening to people talking about men seeking counseling these days. What is that? Mental Health Month? Oh God, make it make sense, people.
There's no age, no gender when it comes to needing counseling. Do not let certified counselors and so-called professional therapists dictate and tell you what to do. Do not use social media to psychoanalyze yourself. Instead, use social media to find a good therapist. Can you stop it? And do not tell me you don't have the energy, you don't have the transportation or the money to drive to a counseling center. It is 2025. There is such thing called Google Meet, there's Zoom, there's a lot of platforms where you can organize and set up a counseling session. It's not impossible, guys. Book your appointment now. I'm late for my meeting.
First up, telehealth and online therapy. Platforms like BetterHelp and Talkspace have made therapy more accessible than ever. Research shows teletherapy is just as effective as in-person sessions for anxiety and depression, removing geographical barriers for those in remote areas or with mobility issues. Next, trauma-informed care. Therapists now focus on how past trauma impacts mental health, not just symptoms. This approach, used in schools, hospitals, and the justice system, acknowledges that trauma affects both the brain and body. Counseling psychology has also shifted beyond mental illness to well-being. Positive psychology and strength-based therapy, pioneered by Martin Seligman, focuses on resilience, gratitude, and self-awareness to build mental strength. AI and digital mental health tools are transforming care. Apps like WeBot and Visa use AI-driven CBT techniques to help manage stress and anxiety in real time. While they don't replace therapists, they offer an accessible first step for many.
One major breakthrough is virtual reality therapy, which is VR therapy. Research shows that VR can help with anxiety, PTSD, and phobia by simulating a real-world situation in a controlled and safe environment. It's crazy, I know, right?
And then we have AI-powered therapists. AI chatbots like WeBot and Visa are already providing 24/7 mental health support. And future AI systems might assist therapists in diagnosing and treating patients more effectively.
There's also a growing focus on holistic mental health. Counseling now includes lifestyle coaching, mindfulness, and personalized well-being strategies, showing that mental health is more than just therapy sessions.
With these innovations, counseling psychology will definitely evolve for the better to ensure everyone gets the best mental health care. What do you think the future will look like? I know it's going to be great and amazing, but the focus will never ever change, which is helping people.
Therapy is for everyone.